Hi, it's Wesley here from Business Blessings. It's Sunday night and I'm doing some final preparation for the visit of Richard Blackaby and Bob Royale, who are on a plane right now to come and spend the week with us. I realized today that I perhaps haven't told you why I've asked them to come. And it was because about 12 months ago I was looking at the marketplace ministry here in Australia, whether that must be amongst business people, whether it be in government, whether it be in education or the church. I was realizing that perhaps we need to go to another level, that we need to look at where we're at and go further. I'm also conscious that the prayer movement in our nation has never been as big as what it is now. It's just so exciting to see what's happening in prayer and the people committed to praying. But there seems to be a bit of a disconnect between the prayer and seeing the results of that. And hence why I looked around, and the name that kept coming up is Henry and Richard Blackaby. You see, back in the mid-90s, they wrote a book, or it's a Bible study actually, called Experiencing God, Knowing and Doing the Will of God. You know, that study sold about 4 million copies and was responsible for seeing quite a move of people onto God's agenda. The fact that they're still around today and now focusing on higher level CEOs, but also those in the marketplace across the board, and they really have some significant runs on the board. I knew that they were people that we needed to connect with and learn from them. So back in April this year, I went and did spiritual leadership coaching, training with them, connected with them, and to be quite honest, those principles that I've learned during that time have really helped me in a lot of the one-on-one coaching that I do, helping people to move them onto God's agenda, seeing some significant life change, whether that be with Christians or non-Christians, and it just whether that be helping them from a spiritual sense, but also a practical sense in our mentoring that we do in our small business training. That's why I'm so excited about them coming this week. Let me quickly run through the events, because we've got a series of events, and I know that not each one of those events will suit everybody from a time perspective or from an interest perspective as well, but I want to quickly run through them. So they arrive tomorrow morning from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. They're on Vision FM on Neil Johnson's 2020 program. So it's going out Australia-wide. That would be a great opportunity to hear their heart and to actually call in and ask them questions as well. Monday night, we're at New Hope, Brisbane from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's a general open to everybody event, because there's a lot of people who have heard of the Blackabys over the years, but also it's a good opportunity for you to hear firsthand from them and hear the message that they've got as well. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday is the spiritual leadership coaching training. I know we've already got a good number of people booked in for that, but we could take some more. And I know it's 3 days, and taking 3 days out at short notice is a big thing. But that training will really help you, whether you're a coach already, whether you're a pastor, whether you're in small business or a big business, whether you're dealing and needing to coach people at all levels. It is very vital training. Thursday morning, Richard has a morning with Richard Blackaby at the Queensland Baptist Centre at Gaythorne, primarily aimed at pastors, but again open to anyone. Thursday night is our pre-conference dinner for the Experiencing God in the Marketplace. Look, this night I really want it to be a bit of a family affair. I want it to be a time where we've got 3 hours allocated for it. There's a fantastic buffet meal planned, but it's also a time where Richard will have input, but also Wendy Simpson will be there. Wendy is perhaps one of Australia's leading movers and shakers from a woman's perspective, but also across the board, and mentors a lot of people in business, and also is seeing significant kingdom change happen. So it'd be great for you to connect with her as well. Thursday night will be a special time. If you can't make Friday and Saturday, it would be really good if you could make that. Friday and Saturday, we have Experiencing God in the Marketplace. So there's 4 main speakers. There's Richard Blackaby, Wendy Simpson, Bob Royale, and myself. Look, you'll see on our Facebook page that I've put there 45 questions that people in the marketplace ask that Henry and Richard Blackaby put in their book, God in the Marketplace. There's some pretty heavy questions there. This is not a conference for the lighthearted. It's a conference for those who really want to seek what is on God's agenda for the moment. See, part of the 7 realities of experiencing God that the Blackabees talk about is God works, God pursues, God invites, and God speaks. And I think we've got that pretty down pat. We're starting to really hear the voice of God quite well. Where we are really struggling, I think anyway, is the part where, God, you've said this, but now how do we implement it? And generally that requires us to go through a crisis of faith. There's an adjustment to God, and then we're experiencing God. That can get pretty heady during that time. Well, that's it. It's going to be an exciting week. We're already starting to see good numbers booking in, but we have plenty of room for more to come in. And I know it requires you to make some adjustments, but I think this is a time where we actually need to make adjustments to God rather than God making adjustments to us. And I know that as you do that, you will see the results of it, and you're experiencing God at a higher level. And no doubt, the transformation that will come in your own life, but in the lives of those around you, touch you. I know it's been a pretty long video. Thank you for watching. All the different ways to book in are on our website, businessblessings.com.au. And I look forward to seeing you this week. God bless.